Guys, have you ever seen a bakery inside a station? Well, don't go down here. Go down here. It is one of the most modern metros I've ever been. What they do is they give you a little ticket like that. There's a really interesting thing about the way escalators work in China is in the West, what we do, so about 6 or 7 times the amount that they pay here. Right guys, we are getting the metro here in Beijing. We're going to take a while. It's going to be a little bit of a fun metro ride. We'll see what the metro is like. We did ride the metro in Shanghai. Let me tell you, the metro in Shanghai is one of the most modern metros I've ever been on. Everyone always talks about Japan, Korea, but if you've been to China, let me tell you, honestly, the Shanghai metro was really quite impressive. Some of the stations were some of the more beautiful stations I've ever seen. Giulia was agreeing with me there. I wanted to come to China and be like, it's okay, and I wanted to kind of think it's a little bit overhyped. It's not. It's really quite a phenomenal thing, and the price is very good. Even for the Shanghai metro, one of the world's most expensive cities. So let's see what Beijing is like. Already, there's great signage, and we've got to do a security check. They have. That's the first step done. So what you do basically is you go through a little security check. I don't really like to film it because I'm not in my own country and I don't know what the kind of rules are. This is a ticket machine, but it's not in use. So what we'll do is we'll find a different ticket machine. Alright, tickets down there I think. Yeah. Well, tickets are there as well. Yeah. So guys, what's really wonderful about these stations is they're marked, so you can quickly find the tickets, and you've got a little ticket map. You put it in English, which is pretty cool. Right, okay, we're going to be going where? Already it's pretty impressive. It's very well marked out. It's as good as the Shanghai metro, actually. You can tell a lot of thought has gone into it. It's a little bit older than the Shanghai metro, which is interesting, but I actually I don't know what the thing is it Happy Valley?
Yeah, Happy Valley.
Right, so our hotel is at a place called near Happy Valley. Is it Happy Valley? It's down the bottom here, isn't it? Here we go, line 7. Happy Valley. Right, unit price 2. Right, so it comes to 10 yuan. Wow. Pay.
Scan code.
Yeah, let's do the scan code. It says it. Right, you missed the. What we'll do is. Oh shit, I hadn't paid that lady yet. Oh, paid her now. Oh. Right. And just like that, you pay it. And off we go. What they do is they give you a little ticket like that. Pretty impressive, that. And there is some line 5, I believe. What's actually really interesting about these stations is in Shanghai they were marked out, so I'm looking here, they seem to be equally well marked out. We've got a little picture of the Great Wall of China on here as well, which is cool. And then what I'm going to do is just go through here. That one had a little camera on it. I'm not sure what the camera is for. I guess maybe it's for a passport or something, or an ID. If you've got an ID. What's really interesting about China is when you buy tickets for things, you don't need to get the ticket. You can just use your passport because it's attached to your ID. really good way of not needing any ticket. Obviously, is this us? Is it? No. What's really interesting, guys, is it maps out. It tells you where you need to go. So it goes towards Tian Tong Yuan north, which gives you an idea. Because when you're looking at maps, you need to know the end destination. It usually says towards thingy. Some countries they don't put that, but here in China they make it very simple for you to understand that. There's also a list of the exits as well, which is pretty good. Gives you an idea of the roads on the exits. And surprisingly enough, everything is written in English, which is really helpful for tourists and foreigners like ourselves, because you can see exactly what you're doing. You wouldn't be surprised how many times in Korea or Japan where we've had to get out Google Translate. Guys, they've even got bus information over here as well. So local buses, this is really good. This information is up here in English for foreigners to utilise. It's fantastic. Even the maps, I've not seen this before. Every other country I go to, it's never been English, but here you've got escalated ticket information. It's very good. And you've got a wider map of the whole of the Beijing rail transit lines. Again, English as well to help you out. Alright guys, incoming train now. Look at this. Six minutes. Okay, cool. Guys, to put it in perspective, in London we pay for 6 stops, we'd probably pay about maybe £4, £3.90. So about 6 or 7 times the amount that they pay here. And
we're doing 7 plus 9 stops.
15 stops. That is a crazy price. That is phenomenal, isn't it? It's very good value. And look how modern the trains are in comparison. It's very good. When I was in Japan, I read some of the warning signs and instructions, but things were in Japanese. But here in China, they've got the warning signs in English too. So for anyone that doesn't speak Chinese, they've got it written out, which is pretty impressive. We are transferring lines now. Line 7, going towards Universal. It sounds like a fun stop, that one. And we're going to be riding for 20 minutes. Let's see how we go. In some countries I've been to, people don't wait until you get off, they just kind of boulder on. Here, people actually wait quite respectfully, and then you can get off in good time. Right, to line 7, here we go guys. We go down the steps. Step style. More steps. Guys, a really interesting thing about the way escalators work in China is, in the West, what we do is we queue on the left or the right, depending on which side you drive on, and then there's always a leave free lane to walk. But here, because I guess the crowds are so big, everyone stands 2 by 2 by 2 on on the steps, so you can't walk down the escalators. Right, towards Universal Resort here. Look at this. Look at this. And we are going all the way down to... We get off here. Beijing Happy Valley. What a name, eh? What a name. Beijing Happy Valley. Right, here we go.
Those are from Colorado.
The next station is
It tells us the next station. Getting off at the last minute, this one.
Yeah, what was I need to go?
Right. Exit. Let's find the exit. It's a Universal Resort. There we go. Look. Tells you the doors are closing. Exit up here. Follow the sign. They've even got in the stations. No. They've even got. Don't go down here. Go down here. Pretty cool. Drinking machines. Vending machines. Oh yeah, the old yogurt. This is what we're going to be drinking in a minute, guys. Oh, and they've got drinks machines, but I guess you can pay. You just... Oh, you pay first, and you select your drink, and then you press it, scan your code, and you get your drink. But they've got all sorts of different things in here. Look, cakes, drinks, pretty cool. Look at this. Wow.
That's spaghetti.
Oh, it is. They've got like a bakery. Guys, have you ever seen a bakery inside a station? Well, here in Beijing they have bakeries inside stations. Look at this. Look at the price, so you can... Wow, look at that. Oh, you can add it to your cart. So I've added these to my cart. And here you can just get chocolate bread, you add that. You add that. And before you know it... Actually, let's get some squalitina for the morning. Actually, let me order them. I'll get some squalitina for the morning. $16.80. So let's do this. Here's some paying it. Looks like it's being paid. It's been paid, and he's happy with this. And look at this. Into the basket. Wow. Look at that, guys. And like that, we have our squalitina for the morning. Nice. Pretty impressive. So that'll be some snacks we can eat in the morning. These are usually drunk with coffee. I usually enjoy these in the morning in Italy. This is quite nice. Always very nice to have. It goes in like that. Like that. We're out. Pretty good. It beats the old systems we have in the UK, the old gate machines in the UK. Much better system here. It's very good. And then we follow the signs out for the exit. Shooting up there. Yeah. Wow. Check out this, guys. Pretty nice mall, isn't it? It's cute, isn't it? We should come and sit here on tomorrow night or the night after, whichever we're here. Guys, welcome to Beijing at night. We are having a little bit of a walk around. We're about to get the metro. Wow. This is bustling, isn't it? Look at this over here. Across the road. Guys, this is Beijing by night. Wow. Beijing actually really comes to life in places at night, but late afternoon, I think. It's not a nighttime place. It seems like it's a real eating place in the evenings. Crossing the road is no easy feat in Beijing, let me tell you. You've got to be careful of the silent bikes that come by. Wow, look at that. Guys, everyone seems to be queuing for some of these restaurants or bars here. Everyone's really waiting very patiently. They wait patiently here. It's very good. In the West, we're not very good at waiting.
Yeah, they queue outside and they go chairs, so they're lined
yeah,
up.
It's true. It's true.
No?
It's a really interesting way of queuing, actually.
It's a hair chairs for everyone outside.
It's true, actually.
And usually in order when you arrive.
Yeah, Julia just made a really good point that it's a bit like the old, what is it called? Yuki in KL. The kind of way of queuing. No one else queues like this across the world. It's fascinating to see. It's very well sat down and well organised. They've got their pre-meal snacks. So I think I want to get here. But this is beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Like Julia? It's like the new year for you, is it?
It's like Chinese New Year to me.
It is. This is about as good as Malaysia gets during Chinese New Year, I think, you know, isn't it? So this must be absolutely like magical during Chinese New Year. It must be just like nothing you've ever seen before. I would like to come, but I feel it'd be so busy here in China during Chinese New Year. I just don't think you'd ever get a lecking. And I also think a lot of things would be closed actually during Chinese New Year.
I don't know if it'd be that busy. Because maybe people balik kampung and stuff. Yeah, it'd be probably. It's not a good time, is it?
It's not a good time in Malaysia.
Maybe certain days.
Yeah.
Because some businesses close down for.
I think the build up to
even 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It depends on the business.
On the roof. What happens? Be careful. Wow, look at this. More meat, chicken, beef sticks, all sorts of meat sticks. One. 谢谢. Yeah. 谢谢. 6, huh? Right, hold on. 谢谢. Thank you. 谢谢. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, bless her. There you go. Look, that is 60p for this thing. So this thing is a tradition here in China. They sell it in a lot of places. It translated to old yogurt, which maybe means it's slightly like a fermented yogurt.
It's probably good for you. This one was, I think this one was a real price for this. So I think they were selling this for more in Shanghai.
Really?
In the tourist place.